This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Well, there's not much happening in the cricket today in Australia. Bad light and rain. Stopped play this morning. So what else is there to do, really, apart from just crack on and start with your day? So that's exactly what I intend to do with another horse to look forward to over the National Hunt Sphere over the next few years. Before I start taking a look at the horse, what I'm going to do is refer everybody, as I always do at the start of every National Hunt video, to the Reprieve Media CIC Racing 2020 website, which is CICRacing2020.ml. There will people, if they go there and check the horses in focus section, they will find plenty of National Hunt horses, and some of them are just getting going, really. I think, there's bumpers and novice hurdlers on that site from 2020 that are really just starting to show what they can do over fences. So I would never put anybody off having a look at that site. But for now, the horse we're going to take a focus on for this video in particular is the Joseph O'Brien trained, JP McManus owned Dawn Rising. I mean, what can I say about this horse, really? This horse has got an incredible pedigree. Really has. Very well bred horse. Sired by Galileo out of a Danehill Dancer dam called Devoted to You. People take a look at the form. He hasn't really done a lot wrong over hurdles. It won a maiden hurdle by 8.5 lengths, and then it beat one of the last year's US bumper height horses, American Mike, quite easily, I think, in the Grade 3 Monksfield Novices Hurdle at the end of November. So this is another graded win. If people look at the form of the horse on the flat, I mean, if they look at the run in the Bahrain Trophy of July 2020, when this horse must have been deemed some sort of a ledger prospect, it was only beaten 1 3/4 lengths when the 11-8 favourite against Al Azi. And Al Azi proved himself to be a fair horse. He's got his detractors, me included. But if people look at the form of the horse, they can't argue with it. The horse has got some good form. So, then it didn't run for 748 days after then. It gelded 21 days after the Bahrain Trophy. So it must have upset somebody that day, despite running 11-8 favourite second. Was it owned by Michael Tabor? Yeah, it was. There you go, you see. So I imagine that the bookie Michael Tabor might have fell out of love with this horse when it did that. So as a result, it was gelded, hidden from the public for 748 days to hope that they forget about it. And then it came back with a decent third of 17, and then 2 wins on the trot. But to me, it's the pedigree, really, that we have to talk about this horse. I'm conscious that this is not a flat racing video, okay? So I'm only going to gloss on this pedigree, really. The dam, Devoted to You, you will see that if people look at the form of Devoted to You, she was actually placed second in 3 flat pattern races. The 2009 Debutante Stakes, Group 2. The 2010 Park Express Stakes, Group 3. And the 2010 Trigo Stakes listed race. She was also 15th out of 17 in the 2010 1,000 guineas at Newmarket behind Special Duty. So the form of her was fair. She was also, this horse here is a full brother to a classic winner in the form of the Irish Derby winner of 2019, Sovereign. It was a 33-1 upset that day. He did win it. This horse is a classic winner. I don't know. It found a lot, really. 118 it ran there. when it beat Anthony Van Dyke. It also ran, according to them, 118 when it was second to third behind Enable in the 2020 King George 3-1 race. It also ran fifth behind Trusham in the 2020 Long Distance Cup. Had a good career, Sovereign, to be fair, but it's a classic winner. And as well as Sovereign, there is also in there a 141 rated hurdler. Triplicate is the horse in question. It was actually placed in a Group 1 novice hurdle over 2 miles, the 2018 Royal Bond behind Quick Grabbing. After chasing the same horse home in the 2018 Joe Mack novice hurdle, a Grade 3. In fact, the only 2 hurdle races the horse has won. It never won a chase. That was about the time of its best, 140 and 141 rated hurdler. So there is, and as well as Dawn Rising is already rated 145. So there is little bits of it really that I would think give it a little chance, over hurdles. Even if we take a look at the flat, it is then after only the second dam then that the Racing Post starts lying to everybody. Because in fact the second dam, Alleged Devotion, raced 12 times. Oh, it's actually the next one. Alleged Devotion was unraced, and it's the third dam, Morning Devotion, which actually foaled in 1982. It did race 12 times. 14, sorry, my mistake. It was placed in the Fillies Mile, what was a Group 3 in them days, in 1984. The clues are starting to come there when people look at this little sentence there. There might be a bit more to this horse than meets the eye. We'll take a look at the second dam quickly. There's a 132 rated hurdler there that didn't gain any black type. And again, the horses on the flat, although they did get black type, there was nothing over 110. In fact, the dam Devoted to You was rated the best, 110. We took a look at a couple of these already. Morning Devotion, as we say, the third dam. There's actually another horse there rated above 140 over the jumps, called Vander's Choice, and this one actually made its mark as a chaser as opposed to a hurdler. It was an average hurdler in Ireland, raced about 120 on a couple of occasions, but it's when it was placed in the 2005 Weatherby's Bank Handicap Chase, a listed race, that it ran to its career best mark of 144 over hurdles. Formerly trained by Lucinda Russell. The horse was what it was. Another horse rated about the same as this one. But it is when people start looking at the other horses fold here, that they see that there was plenty more classic winners in the pedigree of this horse. You've got horses like Ballantyne, who won the 1994 Oaks and Irish Derby. 129 rated flat horse. It really is an interesting pedigree. You've got horses like Red Slippers, who's out of Morning Devotion, who followed another black type hurdler somewhere along the line in the shape of 130 rated Grand Maestro. If people look again, they'll find another classic winner directly out of her in the shape of the 2007 French Oaks winner, West Wind. This is a very interesting horse. If they look at Red Slippers as well, you see that people will see that Red Slippers also try saying that at 5:42 in the morning. Red Slippers also fold Eastern Joy, and that brings into play double Dubai Cup winner Thunder Snow. A pedigree, I've put another Dubai Cup winner in this as well. Sure, I didn't spot it at the time. We'll come on to that in a minute as I show you the horse. Then you've also got horses like Always Smile, it was a fairly rated horse. 116. Itimal. You know, I could click on these now, but they've done perfectly reasonable jobs siring flat horses. And that one hasn't as of yet. I'm sure one of them has. I might be wrong, my mistake. But there is a lot. Oh, there you go. First Victory as well. First Victory was there as well, and that was the dam of last year's UK 2000 Guineas winner, Caribus. You know, so there is plenty of good horses on this line. As we've seen, Morning Devotion, it sort of dries up a bit then. If it's lying to us about that horse, the Racing Post, we can't trust it. About the 1974 foal, Morning Has Broken. Who was, according to that, was never raced as well. And the fourth dam, fifth dam, sorry, foaled in 1969. I was doing a bit of counting there just to make sure I was on the wrong dam. That's a copy. Wind Is Rising. You'll see then that gives us another clue. You know, of a horse called It's in the Air. And people will see if they look at that horse. It is very good. Now, there's no other way else to say this horse is on family 4K. More of that in a minute as we will run it through the other side. Here It's in the Air, won 16 races out of 43 in an era. Well, I'll say an era. I was mentioning the other day, there's still only one Phillies Classic in America on the flat. An era where there wasn't even really a pattern for fillies around this time. It started to come in. You know, you see there that it's won some races. It won the second Frisette of 1978. Then in 1979, it won the Vanity Handicap, the Ruffian, the Alabama Stakes, and the Delaware Oaks. And at fourth, it was back to win the Vanity. The 1978 co-champion 2-year-old filly. And it was then that we gained some more clues really as to how well bred this horse was. Because we ran it through 4K, we got onto our section quite easily through West Wind and Ballantyne. There's A Morning Has Broken, A Wind Is Rising. There you see Hungarian Oaks winners and Danish Oaks winners. But then we got noted to these horses here, Musical Chimes. Yeah, Musical Chimes was a fair horse in her own right. You know, if people run Musical Chimes through here. They'll see that she had a perfectly reasonable career of 20 starts, 4 wins and nearly $1 million, including the French Guineas of 2003. You know, this is a very good horse, French Guineas winner and French Oaks third, but couldn't quite win the American Group 1 it was looking for. Well, it did. It went at 4. It won the John C. Mabey Handicap. So a French and US winner, and she is the second dam. This horse is up in the air. You see. So all these are all still on the same line. It's in the air. And then if we look at music notes quickly, that will lead us to the Dubai World Cup winner that I missed at the time, which was unfortunate. Didn't really know how closely this one was related to Thunder Snow, who won the race twice. You live and learn every day. 7 out of 12 wins. There you go, you see. What a career she had. Mother Goose Stakes, Coaching Club American Oaks, Gazelle Stakes, 3 wins. It is when people click on the progeny of her that they will see Mystic Guide. And that is a Dubai World Cup winner. There you go. On the Dubai World Cup of 2021. And that is also at stud now, you see. So this horse, although it has got a few 140 bred hurdlers on the line, it is a flat bred horse. There is no disputing it, really. We've looked at the first 3 or 4 dams of it. We found a couple of 140 rated hurdlers, including this one. But how good is this horse? This was nearly classic trial quality on the flat. And it could have more to come. You know, I've been umming and ahhing over watching this, over including this race because the race I'm about to show you at Navan was it could be deemed an inconclusive race. But the more I looked at the pedigree of the 4 horses, you know, it was hard for me not to think this horse might have won anyway. So let's have a look at Dawn Rising in the Monksfield Novices Hurdle, and then we'll wrap this video up.
Tape release. Away they go over 2.5 miles. The forerunner John Lynch Carpets flooring Monksfield Novice Hurdle. It's a grade 3. Aphrodite Fury on the inside of American Mike, followed by Dawn Rising, Kilbatty Chloe, the mare and big outsider. Just at the back. It's quite a run of the second flight. It's Aphrodite Fury. Leading narrowly American Mike, the red cap, followed by Dawn Rising and Kilbatty Chloe. Almost racing in 2x2, making the bend out of the back straight. Long run to the second flight, Aphrodite Fury, by half a length to the long odds on favourite American Mike. 5 lengths back to Dawn Rising, kept company at the rear by Kilbatty Chloe. Continuing the bend on the approach to the straight to flights 2, 3 and 4. And it is Aphrodite Fury, the unbeaten 4-year-old, putting his record on the line here. Leads, but only just, to American Mike, followed by Dawn Rising and Kilbatty Chloe as they straighten for flights 2, 3 and 4. Aphrodite Fury, black and red colours on the inside of American Mike. They pop it 4 or 5 lengths in front of Kilbatty Chloe, who just relegates to be last of 4, Dawn Rising, as they come downhill to flight number 3. Aphrodite Fury, just the leader from American Mike. Dawn Rising spends some time in the air as they come towards the 4th flight. The flight will be the last one next time on the John Lynch Carpets and flooring Monksfield Novice Hurdle. And a little between Aphrodite Fury and American Mike, maintaining a good 5-length advantage over Dawn Rising and Kilbatty Chloe. Order maintained, having jumped their first 4 flights. And with a circuit to go, it's Aphrodite Fury and Brian Cooper just leading American Mike and Jack Kennedy. 5, 6 lengths back to Kilbatty Chloe and Mike O'Connor on the outside of Dawn Rising, the mount of Mark Walsh. Away they go to flight number 5, which is close enough to the halfway stage. Aphrodite Fury has nudged on by over a length to American Mike. Aphrodite Fury reached for that. Comes past the halfway stage with a lead now of a length and a half over American Mike. A leading bumper horse last season, who's now back on terms. 6 lengths to Dawn Rising and Kilbatty Chloe. Right across from the stands with 6 flights left to jump.
We're even watching this race back now for the first time since the day.
Aphrodite Fury yet to be headed.
You know,
leads the short price favourite American Mike.
Back and it's
goes to the top, then Dawn Rising and Kilbatty Chloe.
Mark Walsh, he seems perfectly happy with
still
the
no changes from first to last.
You know,
Forerunner fielded by Aphrodite Fury from American Mike.
You want to be closer
put down there, backed off that one, then Dawn Rising, who's been sketchy
you see that,
some of his hurdles, and then Kilbatty Chloe.
It's all about letting these two go off in
passing
front.
the point of departure, 4 flights left to jump. The John
What
Lynch
I'm trying to
Carpets
say
and
is I think
flooring
he knows
Monksfield
what he's got
Novice
underneath
Hurdle.
him, you know. He knows what he's on.
Aphrodite Fury and Brian Cooper still
decent.
going along in front of American Mike and Jack Kennedy. There's been precious little between them from the outset. Remaining out in front of Dawn Rising and Kilbatty Chloe. Less than 6 furlongs to go. Now this lengthy run of the final 3 flights in the home straight. Aphrodite Fury and American Mike matching strides. Out in front of Dawn Rising and Kilbatty Chloe. Turning back for home with 3 flights left to jump. Aphrodite Fury and Brian Cooper stretching their lead once more to a length over American Mike as the 2 leaders go further and further away from Dawn Rising and Kilbatty Chloe. It looks effectively a match now between the market principals. Aphrodite Fury on the rail from American Mike, 8 in front of Dawn Rising, who's got some way clear of Kilbatty Chloe. Straightening for the final 3, Aphrodite Fury in the black and red from American Mike. white, green and red cap as they jump the third last flight. Affordale Fury from American Mike, who's back level, out in front of Dawn Rising, who's trying to make an impact in third. Coming down to the second last, and it's American Mike on the stand side of Affordale Fury as they jump it, out in front of Dawn Rising, who is gaining a little on them in third. In between the final two flights, and Affordale Fury is digging down deep on the inside of American Mike as they come towards the final flight. Affordale Fury from American Mike, don't rule out Dawn Rising. Down is Affordale Fury, and as they come up the hill, it's American Mike from Dawn Rising on the inside, and sitting up is Brian Cooper, and Dawn Rising is wearing down American Mike. They're pretty tired going to the line, but it's a win for Dawn Rising, with in second place, well done, is American Mike, and coming on for third place is Kilbatty Chloe. Late drama, losing Affordale Fury, and Brian Cooper at the last. Brian.
So, I mean, that to me sums up horse racing in a nutshell, that race. I mean, only 4 runners, 1 to 8 favourite on the day, American Mike. And they can still serve up races like that, where the winner looks totally out of it with less than 3 hurdles to jump. I mean, the likely looking winner falls. The second one is out on its feet, and the well-bred one comes through and wins at 10 to 1. I mean, it was sad times for me, because that was I think that was a couple of days before my nan's funeral that horse ran, or a couple of days after. Well, it weren't after, was it? Yeah. Yeah, that's when it was there. It was buried my nan on the 25th, and the race was on the 27th. So it was sad times. But I did smile that day, just for a quick second. I thought she might have been looking down on me. But then I looked at the pedigree of the horses, and I was thinking, well, no. And if that other horse hadn't fell, you'd see that there was only one horse finishing strongly in that race. You know, I think it'd be dangerous to underestimate this horse. You know, we've got others in this division like Gaelic Warrior that look as though there could be anything. You know, and Absolute Notions. You know, this isn't a Supreme Novices Hurdle horse. This is it nearly wanted Supreme Novices Hurdle trip on the flat. But it could be a 3-mile horse looking at it. You know, will 2.5 be far enough for it? Like you say, it was cruising round, and it was it did them for stamina that day. Yeah, it's a 2-mile 5 Ballymore, or 3-mile Albert Bartlett, isn't it? Really, you'd have to say, this horse. I don't know whether it'd be any good as a chaser. You know, I like my chasers to actually be jumps bred. Yeah. So I'm hoping that this could be a decent hurdler. You know, it's looking like it could be. It's well bred, and it's a nice horse moving forward. And at this stage, it'd be impossible for me to put anybody off this horse. Right, I'm going to end this video now. Thank you very much to everybody for supporting the channel and the videos. Please continue to do so. I will include a card in the corner to all the other National Hunt horses that we have looked at currently, and I will do that shortly. But for now, thank you very much, everybody. Keep looking for more videos over the next coming months and years, hopefully all being well. But for now, take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day and look after yourselves. Thank you very much for watching.